All right, so my plan was to never review this reunion special or to make a video on it. I was just going to watch it, appreciate it, hopefully get emotional, all that jazz. But after watching it, I thought to myself, I was like, I have to find some sort of outlet or someone to talk about this with. So if you guys are here and you're joining me today, we're just going to talk about this reunion special, all of the emotions that come with it. I need your comments down below. Are you a fan of this show? Did you enjoy this reunion special? What would you have improved? And if you like this video, of course, drop your thumbs up. So let's get into kind of what this was. We heard a couple of years back that they were doing this reunion special, and they made it sound like it was going to be another episode of the show, and fans lost their minds. They got so excited. Cut to a few months back, and you realize this is not going to be an episode. It's going to be this unscripted dialogue with a host, James Corden, and we know he's a bit divisive, but you have all of these special guests, and you have a couple of people coming in here and kind of making this into this big event. It's this big Friends get-together with our cast of characters. Now, I personally, I don't know how everybody else feels, I like when it just focuses on our 6 individuals, our 6 actors and actresses, whether it be the dialogue between them when they're going on set and getting emotional for the first time when they're walking in and they're all seeing each other and they start reminiscing about stories and things that happened and looking at how they rebuilt this location down to the very minute detail. And that was really beautiful. I love that. I feel nostalgic for things like that. And then you cut to James Corden kind of asking questions in front of this huge crowd. And, you know, it is a bit showboaty, but there's also something special and something magical about the fact that we're all gathered around to appreciate these 6 individuals. And I love that. I thought it was very warranted. Now, just to dive into my history with Friends, you guys saw I reviewed the Parks and Rec reunion special. I did the Fresh Prince one. Friends, for me, has never been a show that I've just raved about and I'm obsessed with, but I still think it's great, and I still love it, right? My parents, it was their favorite show. They had it on loop. I've watched every episode, probably every episode twice, and I was excited to see this reunion special, but I don't know if I was as over the moon as a lot of people. Well, after watching it, this one actually made me just as, if not more, emotional than a lot of these other ones, maybe even more than The Fresh Prince. And The Fresh Prince is one of my favorite shows of all time. But there was something about these 6 magical characters, these 6 individuals coming back, kind of allowing it to sink in how popular this show was. Corden goes through the stats at one point, and your billions and billions of people have seen this show, and how much it expands all around the world, and we're going into different countries, and we're hearing this, and you just see it on their faces while that's soaking in, and going back and forth, conversing with one another. I thought that was really beautiful. And I understand some of the criticisms with this reunion. I know it doesn't have the highest score on like a Rotten Tomatoes, this and that. It's like, oh, well, there's too much going on. Well, you have the Lady Gaga skit, and you have Justin Bieber coming in there and trying on these outfits and all of these things. And I understand that. And in a way, I'm with that. Like how the Fresh Prince reunion special did, I just wanted our 6. And I could have sat there for 4 more hours and listen to them tell stories and watch them go back through and read off these lines and kind of redo these scenes, especially the Ross and Rachel scene. You could tell that there's still like a little something there, and I love that. But I could have used that all day. The other stuff, I didn't mind it as much, honestly, kind of piling on top of that. And you can tell that these celebrities, they absolutely love the show, so they were thrilled to be there. But when we were focusing on Ross, Rachel, Chandler, Joey, Monica, Phoebe, oh my goodness, and I'm using their character names, obviously, but I got so much joy from watching this. I got emotional. Just the first 10 minutes, I got emotional. And then toward the end, when Matthew Perry starts to get emotional, and you can tell that a few of them realize that this may be, and I believe it was Lisa Kudrow that said, you know, we're not going to do this again in 15 more years. This could be the last time that we are together like this. Let's not wait so long to have dinner together. And also learning more about these actors, right? When Matthew Perry says he wanted to feed off of the crowd, and he was always so nervous and so afraid that he wasn't going to get that laugh. And again, hearing Matt LeBlanc's story, and we already knew this, of how he had no money coming into this show, and it changed his life, and you could tell he was just really grateful to be there. All of it, man. It was so emotional. It was so awesome. I thoroughly enjoy this. I mean, if I had to rate it, it's hard to rate something like this. I mean, I'd go an 8 out of 10 and 80%. Again, there was a lot of things around it and surrounding it that I could have just done without. But the core and the crux of the show was there, absolutely. And again, I know it went on for almost 2 hours. When it was over, I said, I want more of this. I want more of everyone kind of sitting together and conversing. So that's how I feel about the Friends reunion, the one where they all get back together. I need to know how you guys feel, right? If you're subscribed to this channel, get in that comment section below. Let's do a Friends community discussion, because it's probably one of the only times I'm ever going to be able to talk about it. Share your favorite moments, talk about your favorite scenes, all of those things, and let me know if this reunion do it for you. All right, guys, you're the best. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.